at 6, reports of mail theft soaring in recent years, causing headaches for thousands of people across the country.
Yeah, the Postal Inspection Service says that it's making progress in addressing the issue, but thefts continue locally and nationwide.
22 Investigates reporter Aaron Leedy has been digging into the problems plaguing the post office and the solutions to protect your mail. Aaron.
The number of mail theft complaints is actually starting to decline thanks to tighter safety measures, but recent audits and investigations discovered plenty of challenges lie ahead. An ongoing problem continuing to make headlines nationwide. Just this year, police in Michigan chasing a man accused of stealing mail. Thieves caught on camera prying open mailboxes in California, and even a postal worker getting robbed at gunpoint over mailbox keys in Washington.
The people who are doing this are rather brazen, rather bold.
John Fox knows the feeling all too well. No high-speed chases or armed robberies in his case, but instead stolen bank cards from his mailbox last November, with thieves racking up hundreds of dollars in charges at Elkhart area businesses.
The charges were between $300 and $400, which isn't a whole lot of money, but we're retired on a fixed income, so every little bit matters.
His neighbor, also a victim of around $1,000. Their mailboxes are grouped together at the end of John's driveway, 1,000 feet from his home and out of his sight. He filed a police report and also spoke with his local postmaster. The response?
He indicated that there had been some thefts, mostly in the outlying areas, typically in rural areas.
John's case is just one of thousands of mail theft complaints filed across the United States, soaring 327% since 2018. To combat the thefts and also crimes against letter carriers, the U.S. Postal Inspection Service launched in May of last year Project Safe Delivery, netting 1,025 arrests for mail theft and 213 arrests for robberies against postal workers from the program's launch up until March of this year.
Your employees.
Yes.
Your civil servants, they're being assaulted, are they not?
Postmaster General Luis DeJoy grilled on Capitol Hill last month, testifying in front of the Senate Homeland Security Committee.
I would say that we have done a lot over the last year with regard to stepping up activities around the country on postal crime.
The testimony comes as a controversial reversal in 2020 under DeJoy's leadership continues to loom when postal police officers were told they could only enforce their law enforcement authority when they're physically stationed on Postal Service properties, essentially stripping their ability to protect U.S. mail and postal workers who are off-site. It was a move the Postal Police Officers Association sued over but was unsuccessful. DeJoy says currently just 600 postal police officers would be left to monitor 260,000 routes nationwide.
There are places where we have 1,000 people and no security. So that's where we're trying to redirect it. But I will read the bill. And
that bill is the Postal Police Reform Act of 2023, currently making its way through Congress. The bipartisan legislation, if passed, would clarify provisions in federal law ensuring postal officers have the authority to protect workers and the mail, whether on or off USPS-owned real estate. The Postal Service has been conducting law enforcement surge operations in cities across the country, and DeJoy is calling for increased prosecution and stronger sentences for people convicted of postal crimes. The USPS is also installing tens of thousands of higher security collection boxes. But a CBS News investigation published in April revealed the keys used to open some of them, which are highly sought after by thieves, are often lost, stolen, or broken, with no inventory system to track them, resulting in a 90% rate of mismanagement.
Why is that a problem?
It's a problem because the keys are critical to mail security.
An audit cited in the congressional budget justification from the Office of Inspector General for fiscal year 2025 issued in March also claims that while the Postal Service has taken some technical initiatives to address the growing problem of mail theft, it has not set any milestones to track progress and has not broadly implemented any planned initiatives, adding the U.S. Postal Inspection Service has not finalized a mail theft strategy to address the issue due to staffing challenges. 22 Investigates asked the USPIS about those claims. A spokesperson responded saying that in the first 6 months of the current fiscal year under Project Safe Delivery, postal robberies are down 21%, postal robbery arrests are up 71%, and the number of mail theft complaints decreased 35%. As for John, he finally got his money back after going back and forth with his bank for months. He's now taking matters a step further by adding a camera at the end of his driveway and installing a locking mailbox.
Make it as difficult as possible for the ne'er-do-wells to do whatever they are intending to do.
So what can you do to better protect yourself from becoming a victim of mail theft? The Postal Service says to pay bills online if possible, retrieve your mail daily, don't leave mail in your box overnight, sign up for informed delivery, and have your mail held if you're going to be away. And if you do find your mail is stolen, you're encouraged to report it as soon as possible by submitting an online complaint to the Postal Inspection Service. We'll link to that in this story on our website. Live in the studio, Aaron Leedy, WSBT 22 News.